Yo, what is up, guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So, Dave Allen has come out and announced his retirement from the sport of boxing. Where do we start with this one? First and foremost, I will say, I'm not really convinced by Dave Allen's retirement claims. Maybe he means it now, but quite frankly, I fully expect to see Dave Allen return to the ring sooner rather than later. I'm not convinced that we've seen the last of Dave Allen, to be honest. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see in the near future. But let's say this news is true. Quite frankly, I think it's good news, to be honest. Now, I have to confess, I'm not the biggest fan of Dave Allen, as a lot of the regular viewers know. I'm not going to lose any sleep that this guy potentially is not going to fight again. In the ring, I don't find Dave Allen all that entertaining. The only kind of entertaining fight he had in recent years was his fight with Nick Webb. That was a pretty good fight, but apart from that, Dave Allen's never really been a guy who entertains me. And it's not only that I don't find Dave Allen entertaining, there's a lot of things about Dave Allen that I don't like. The numerous opportunities that he's had, the fact that he's taken these opportunities and still not really trained hard, he turns up out of shape, and ultimately he's never made the most of the opportunities that he's had in boxing, in my opinion. Now, it's not about the lack of talent with Dave Allen. If you've got a lack of talent but you still apply yourself, you still come to fight and you give it your all, that's ultimately all you can ask. It's not about lack of talent. I appreciate lower level fighters. I watch area level boxing, I watch gatekeepers, etc, etc. If you train hard, you come to fight, you give it your all, that's all you can really do. But for me, Dave Allen has never really been that sort of guy. He's kind of rested on his laurels, not trained hard enough, turned up out of shape, and for me that reflects in his performances in numerous fights. And for me, somebody like Dave Allen is much more susceptible to ending up in a bad way. This guy competes in the heavyweight division, a lot of big strong guys, hard punchers who can really hurt you. And when you don't train hard enough, when you don't take it seriously, and you're fighting these sort of guys, you can get seriously hurt. Dave Allen has had a few scares in his career already. I mean, we go back to the Luis Ortiz fight where he split his tongue and he couldn't speak properly for a long time. He also took a lot of body work in that fight, which affected him. The David Price fight where he got stopped in that one. On the way to the hospital, Dave Allen said that he felt paralysed after that fight for a short period of time. And, when you've got someone like Dave Allen, who's got the combination of a lack of dedication, a lack of talent, being out of shape, and still being thrown in there against top heavyweights, he's very susceptible to being badly hurt. So, to me, it's better that Dave Allen actually bows out of the sport and does something different. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Dave Allen, and I've joked about him taking numerous fights with the likes of Arslanbek Makhmudov, a massive puncher, and people like that. But in all seriousness, as much as I don't like Dave Allen and how he conducts himself, I don't want to see anybody get hurt in the ring. And to me, the Dave Allen story was heading in a bad way. I think that would have ended badly. So ultimately, I'm hoping that Dave Allen has retired, and I'm hoping that this is final and he doesn't come back. Because to me, he was going to end up getting badly hurt, and in later life, he would suffer the repercussions of that. I mean, I've already noticed the difference in Dave Allen interviews. Go back and watch a Dave Allen interview from 2013, for example, and watch a Dave Allen interview from 2019, 2020. He certainly sounds a lot clearer back in the day. And that is obviously down to the punishment that he's taken in the ring. He took a lot of punishment against Luis Ortiz, Tony Yoka, Dillian Whyte, David Price, even the fight he won against Nick Webb. He took a lot of shots, a lot of hard shots. Dave Allen has sustained a lot of punishment in his career, and eventually that takes its toll. And yeah, to me, Dave Allen was heading in a bad way, so I'm hoping that Dave Allen stays retired. For his level, Dave Allen's made some decent money in boxing. I believe he owns 3 or 4 houses in Doncaster, which will set him up nicely going forwards. And that's a good base to build from. He's made some money in boxing. He's now got a few assets and potential means of passive income. And yeah, he can move on now. Hopefully we don't see Dave Allen in the ring again, because like I said, I believe this story will end up bad if Dave Allen continues in the sport of boxing. And like I said, as much as I don't like Dave Allen, I don't want to see the guy get hurt ultimately. So yeah, and I was going to make a video actually about Dave Allen in regards to the reasons I don't like him, and there's a few reasons that not many people touch on in regards to Dave Allen, but now this retirement announcement has come out, I'm not going to make that video because it's kind of pointless, and we'll leave it here really. But yeah, Dave Allen, he announces his retirement from boxing. I've got a feeling that it's not sincere. I've got a feeling that he's going to come back. Hopefully he doesn't, but we shall see. Anyway, share your thoughts below. It's been your guy Del Boy. Peace.